Campion Trail today. We're going to be making maybe 2 or 3 laps of this trail, go 20-30 miles. So also as we go along here, I'm going to be switching cameras a little bit. I'm trying out this new Kodak Sport camera that I'll show you when we get back in the studio. But we also are trying out this what I call the Contour HD helmet cam. It is a helmet cam that you can place on different types of helmets. As I've shown you earlier, I've done it with an adhesive fastener that goes on the side of the helmet. There's another one that I will show you that goes on the top of the helmet. Nice trail. So here we go. It's fairly level, nice and wide, concrete path. So sure you'll enjoy it as we go along here. Usually you see a lot of birds because it runs along a river here, and it goes by a beautiful area. As you can see, we have residential, so it is kind of an urban setting, but it goes right by a river, and so you'll never know you're in the sort of the part of the suburbs of Dallas, Texas. Another nice thing about this trail is it does have a lot of shade too. So as the weather gets hot in Texas, it's kind of a nice trail because you got a lot of trees covering it. Morning. Hi there. And so it just makes it a real pleasurable trail. As I mentioned, we do cross over the river a few times, or at least creeks that feed into the river. So that makes it nice. Sometimes in the background you may hear some firing going off. Don't be alarmed. As you go along this trail, there is a firing range. It's a safe distance away, but you'll hear all these guns going off and everything, and it may be a little disconcerting. Here you're going to find the state record for an elm tree in Texas, and we'll take a look at that too. It's right up here. So literally, as I said, it's about 100 yards as we walk back here, and it's clearly marked with a wooden sign. There goes that gunfire again. So right here, the state champion cedar elm, whatever that says, if you know Latin. And there it is. We'll go up and look at that thing. It's a nice sized tree. Very nice sized tree. There you go. Woo-wee, huh? Exciting things on the bike trail. So one of the things that's really nice about this trail too is that there are plenty of porta potties along here. So if you have to take frequent breaks, then it's a good place to ride, because there are literally every few miles of places that have these little park pavilions. We will also see some birds along the way, because we run into these areas where the river kind of slows down. There are little lakes here. We get a chance to see some birds, so maybe we'll get a chance to see some wildlife. Now, we do come upon a canal here, which you can kind of see, and that kind of hugs the river too. We're kind of in between the river now and the canal, which is very pretty. And we'll be going up here next to an area that has a polo field, and that's kind of interesting. I've not had a chance to catch any polo matches or anything, but maybe at the right time you will be able to catch it. The thing you're going to see is the trail is very well marked. There are maps along the way. You'll see these little kiosk kinds of things, and you'll see these horse jumps that we're going by right now. So again, those are obviously on the grass part of the area, not on the concrete, but very interesting mixed-use trail here. Very friendly though for recumbents and trikes, or recumbent trikes. Right after the polo fields, we come upon an opening. Actually, we go under a viaduct, and then we come upon an opening, and we're going to come to an area that's a residential area that's beside a little lake, and it's called La Valida. And this is a great place if you want to take a little detour. You can go up through the neighborhood. There are a couple of paths that go up here. Keep going and you'll run across a little lake that you can go around and it's a nice little lake. There are some kind of tight twists and turns and it'll look like you're on the sidewalk, but don't give up. We'll kind of show you how to get around there. There's a beautiful fountain that's at the end. Good morning, how are you doing this morning? But this area you'll notice, because there's a lake, and across the lake there's some beautiful hotels and office buildings and things. Nice homes here in La Valida. That's a part of Las Colinas. So now we're going to, once we're past La Valida, we go through a sort of a windy little road, part of the path here, and then we're going to go up under this big, well, I guess we're going to go under this highway system, and then we'll come out into another park area. So finally, once we're coming out of the park area, we're going to come up over this bridge that's going to go by the river, and then we're going to go under another huge viaduct complex and out to our park and turnaround place. So hopefully you can kind of see in the background the highway complex and the viaduct that we went under. Now we're going to take a big loop here, and I'm going to go up a little hill to kind of give us a little bit of a challenge, and we'll come back down, and we'll head right back down the same way we came, end up in our parking lot. There goes a coyote on that hill. Running here. There he goes right there. There's a coyote. Well, we'll have to see if we got a good picture of that coyote that just ran right by there. It's about 9:45 right now in the morning, so that's usually they come out at night. It's unusual to see them around here, so don't freak out if you want to take this trail. I've done it many times, and that's the first one that I've seen. The Las Colinas area is a very interesting area. They have the famous Mustangs of Las Colinas, which is a very famous sculpture in Williams Plaza, and a lot of people stop there to take photos and things, so it's a great thing to see. Right next to that, you're going to see the little town of Las Colinas, and there's some restaurants down there, and some pubs and bars. And if you want to walk down, I think they fashioned it after Venice. You can actually walk along the canals, and in the lake that's around the area of Las Colinas, they actually have gondolas that are in there that you can take a ride on. So it's kind of a neat place. They're building a new convention center there, so it's kind of a hopping place in Irving, Texas.